Greetings to all. I am Adrika Bhadoria of class 11th from Mother Mary's School. The aim of my project EaseMate is to help specially abled people. I have designed this project keeping people in mind who have vision impairment, and thus I have used color contrast analyzer which follows the international guidelines of WCAG. Let me now introduce the main features of our project. The first feature is sign language to text converter. As not everyone is familiar with the sign language, this function helps them to understand the sign language. Our second feature is text-to-speech converter. If someone who can't speak wants to talk to a group of people, he/she can just write the text and it will convert the text to voice. Our third feature is speech-to-text converter. If someone blind wants to write something, he/she just have to speak the content and it will convert the content to text. Our fourth feature is email sender. If someone blind wants to send an email, he/she can just give commands and the assistant will automatically send the email. I have made the project in such a way that it speaks the text on the screen aloud to guide the people who have vision impairments. Let me now give you a brief overview of our project. Here, it will say the text aloud of whichever widget you hover your mouse.
Sign language detector. Text to speech. Speech to text. Email sender.
As this project is designed for especially abled people, it will help visually impaired people to guide them, and they can easily choose which button to click on. So now, let us see our first function, that is
Sign language detector. Sign language detector. Sign language. To text converter. Start detection. Stop detection. EaseMate.
So as you can hear, to help blind people, here also
EaseMate.
it speaks up all the text presented on the screen. So as you can see, we have two buttons right here. If we click on start detection,
Start detection.
you can see that another window has been opened. So now if I use my hand, you can see that it has started detecting the letters. So as you can see that it has detected this hand gesture as A. And now if I want, I can also make sentences like how are you? So as you see, this is how we make sentences. How are you? I am fine. Or you can also say I am good. Right. So this is how we make sentences, and if you want, you can also make aeroplane. See, it's an aeroplane. This is a fish, or you can also say hello. See, this is hello. So this is how we make words and sentences. So as you saw, this is how it works. And if I want to close this window, I can just simply click on
Stop detection.
and it will close the detection window. Now, let me tell you that how I have created this sign language to text converter. So here, I have used the Tkinter library for making the Tkinter window. As you can see here,
Sign language
this one.
detector.
And here, I have used the PIL library for working with images. As you can see here. Okay, now next thing, I have used the subprocess library, which I have basically used for running another Python file when a button is clicked. As you can see here, this is my start detection button, and here I have given the command as sign language detector. So whenever I'll click my start detection button, it will open a new window which is basically due to the sign language detector function. As you can see here, what does this do? Here it opens another Python file and runs it. So this is my inference classifier.py. Here on this file I have worked for making the converter. Okay, so here as you can see I have used the pickle library. So pickle library is basically used to serialize and deserialize objects, which refers to converting Python object to byte stream and vice versa. Here I have used CV2 library as well, which is an open source computer vision. And here I have used it to capture the video, make frames, putting text, detecting edges, etc. Here I have also used mediapipe, which has been used for tracking hands, drawing landmarks and connections on the image. And here the numpy has been used to create array. Now let's move to a main file. And here we can move to another function, that is
text to speech converter, text box.
Here as you can see,
Text to speech converter button.
it is speaking out aloud all the widgets,
Delete text.
so that there's no problem for the user to use them.
Text box.
So now if I write here, and now if I click on this button,
Text to speech converter button. Hello everyone. This is my project. Its name is EaseMate.
so it works good. So now if I click on
Delete text.
it will delete all the text inside the text box. For making this, I have used the library pyttsx3. So this library has been used to convert text to speech. Now we move to our next function, that is
Speech to text. Speech to text. Speech to text converter. Speech to text converter button. Text box.
to make tasks easier for the blind people. Here also it is saying the name of the widgets aloud. Now if I click on this button and say anything, it will write on this text box. So let's try it.
Speech to text converter button.
Hello everyone, this is my project. As you can see here, it is working perfectly. Now let me tell you that how I have made this speech to text converter. So for that I have used this speech recognition library. It allows to convert speech to text. Now let's move to our next function.
Email sender. EaseMate. Email sender. Send email by voice. Email assistant, conversation button. Your email assistant.
So as you can hear, that here also when we hover our mouse over the widget, it says the name of the widget aloud, so that blind people can easily know that where to click on. It makes easier for the blind people to work with our project EaseMate. So as you can see, we have a button right here. So this is our email assistant. So what it will do, it will ask us some questions like what is the recipient name, what is the subject, and what is the content of the email. And what we have to do, we have to just tell it that what is the recipient name, subject and content, and it will automatically send an email to the email address. This has been especially designed for making the task easy for the visually impaired people. So let us see how does it work.
Email assistant, conversation button. What is the recipient name?
Adrika.
Recipient email found. What is the subject?
I am testing my code.
Okay. What is the message for the email?
This is a test email.
Okay. Email sent successfully.
So as you can hear that it has said email sent successfully. Okay. So here if I go to my email, you can see that it has sent the email, and if I go to my recipient email, you can see I have got the email. So this is how it works. Now let me tell you how I have created this email sender. So for that I have used this SMTP library, which is used to send emails using simple mail transfer protocol. So this was my project. I have tried my best to make tasks easier for the people who are especially abled. Hope you like my project. Accessibility made easy is made for every ability. Thank you.